Aptos. So, one of the new layer ones that are knocking about, and really they've built a lot in a very short space of time. They've got an ecosystem that looks really good. They're also doing really good numbers in terms of sort of transactions per second. There's a lot here to be very positive about, particularly with regards to the fact that their theoretical transactions per second look very good as well. Now, I'm going to review this and see where I think this can go. Now, before I get into any of that, if you are new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In each of the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought could do really, really well, make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into those coins. If you'd have done that for every single one, you'd have made over 123 grand in that time. Now, you don't have 16 months to get things sorted. We're in a bull cycle. If you've got cryptos you're not happy with, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, which means they make the same profit. The added bonus is, of course, they have no work to do. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see some of my past successes. You'll see some of my members' testimonials. All of them are on the history of this channel. You can verify them all. And if after reading through this site and watching the videos, you like what you see and you want to find out more, whether it's the daily market updates I give my members, and if you're a trader, that would be really helpful for you, or if you are simply interested in the coins that I own, the ones I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, like I predicted with Phantom, when no one was talking about Phantom, all you have to do to find out about them is join up on the site, guys. Now, Aptos. So, Aptos has been around for a couple of years, and to be fair, it's had a few good spikes in terms of price. All-time high was pretty much when it launched, or thereabouts, and it got to $20. It did that again in March of last year, or close to that, and in December of last year, hit highs of 14. Now, it's pulled back since then, of course, but we've had a more stagnated bull cycle than we used to. Now, in terms of underlying numbers, they're pretty good. Volume's good, 138 million. Market cap's good, 3.36 billion. It's on all the big exchanges, so there is no listing bounce imminent, right? So it's just what kind of rally can this have? Now, Aptos is a layer 1. They employ a smart contract programming language called Move, which is a Rust-based programming language that was developed by Meta. And all this team were on Meta's blockchain program, which they were pushing, which was DM. Now, the aim is to bring mainstream adoption to Web3, empower an ecosystem of dApps, which solve real-world user problems. Now, the proof-of-stake blockchain can achieve a theoretical transaction throughput of over 150,000 transactions per second through parallel execution. Now, that would be up there. Well, that would be, if they were to achieve that, let's say tomorrow, that would have the biggest throughput in crypto right now. We see a lot of theoretical throughputs. We don't see many of those theoretical throughputs come to fruition. But I will say this, their peak in the last 30 days has been 18,000. That is not bad. That is not bad. So more than 10% of the way there. And again, it's through parallel execution. So as things develop, they should be able to get there faster and faster and faster. They have raised over 200 million in seed rounds from Andreessen Horowitz's crypto arm, Tiger Global, Multicoin Capital. They then had another 200 million raise through Dragonfly, Apollo, Franklin Templeton, Animoca, and Jump Crypto, and others. Binance also did an undisclosed amount into Aptos. So they've had a huge amount of investment. And it is worth noting, circulating supply right now is 632 million. Total supply will be 1.15 billion. In terms of small unlocks, they do have every month around 11 million Aptos that get released. 2.8 million of that is from investors. So you do have the potential for every single month, on the 12th of every single month, a bit of downward pressure from investors and particularly core contributors. Because, they're investors, they can sell. Core contributors, of course, they can sell if they want to sell. So there could be downward pressure every sort of 12th of the month. I mean, if we have a look, not really tons here. It skips days, doesn't it? That's the problem. Let's go to the month. So where was the 12th? So 12th had a bit of a downturn, maybe some selling pressure there. If we look at the year, can we get to the 12th? 12th. There we go. No. Yeah, so maybe some selling pressure again. No, actually, there's buying pressure there. So maybe it's not going to be too bad. Just so you're aware, I didn't mean to do that. So the team, obviously, behind Aptos are former Meta employees. So you've got Mo Sheikh and Avery Ching. Mo is the current CEO, founder with years of multinational financial services and blockchain experience. Ching, on the other hand, is the CTO, software engineer, and was one of the principal software engineers at Meta. And they've obviously brought some of the Meta team with them. And they've employed some of the technicalities of DM. Again, no real shock there. You would expect that. They worked on that for a couple of years before it was discontinued. Why wouldn't they bring in stuff that they've already produced and developed? Transactions per second right now in real time is 65 transactions per second. But like I say, peak is not bad at all. Actively staked is really strong, 866 million, which, by the way, means that circulating supply is BS. But given that the total supply is that is a huge proportion of the total supply that is actively staked. That means there could be far more buying pressure than selling pressure in the future. Total transactions over 2.7 billion transactions, which again, put that into context, they've been around for 2 years. They are good numbers. They are really good numbers. This is the last 7 days. We can go to the last 30 days, of course. Peak transactions, as you can see, 18,000. Monthly active accounts, though, this is a heavily active chain, 10 million plus accounts active. Daily active accounts, you're still talking close to 1 million or 1 million basically every day. Again, those kind of numbers are beating legacy layer ones by a country mile. They are doing really good numbers. This has heavy usage. There is a lot to like here. Now, Aptos, since up and running, you've seen Aptos being deployed on tons of different DEXs as well. I mean, PancakeSwap, you can go onto Aptos, so you don't have to be on Binance Smart Chain. There are tons and tons and tons and tons of, well, basically all DEXs at this point are happy adding Aptos in because Aptos has such incredible usage. I mean, again, you're talking 1 million a day. There are some legacy cryptos that still have incredibly high market caps that are doing 20,000 active accounts a day. So when you look at it compared to some of the competition that have very high market caps, this is undervalued right now. These are the RPCs, so this is, a bit dull. I'm not too interested in the RPCs or the Explorers. Bridges, so there are plenty of bridges that are working with Aptos and wallets, as you would expect. DeFi-wise, it's integrated with Aave. It's integrated with some of the biggest names in crypto. I'm pressing down on my keyboard, and it is going up. That is not a good sign. PancakeSwap, Panora, Aave. I mean, there's plenty of good names in there. NFTs wise, there's a few knocking about. I'm just not in any way bullish on NFTs at the moment, and I haven't been for a while, really ever. Tooling, there's decent tooling. Oracles, again, you'd expect Pyth to be in there. Pyth have really come out nowhere over the last couple of years and just smashed it. Gaming is actually really where I think Aptos can flourish. In a game, the amount of the volume of transactions required in games is enormous. If you actually just think about a traditional Web 2 game, think about how many transactions would normally occur. You put it into context of Web 3, where you've got to do signatures on a MetaMask wallet or whatever. You're talking thousands of transactions all the time. And something that can have a theoretical throughput of 150,000 plus transactions per second, this is where gaming should be trying to push. This is where crypto games and crypto and gaming developers should be trying to, set their stall out, because Aptos has the capability to run the throughput, which means those games aren't going to go down. Just don't forget, like Solana, obviously Solana's a massive blockchain, but Solana's network goes down from time to time. Aptos hasn't had that yet. And if you are playing a game and the network goes down, that's a problem. Aptos could, in theory, just be the go-to place for gaming. I mean, they're clearly pushing on multiple fronts, but I would be the Aptos team should be ridiculously pushing grants for gaming development, because you land a game that has huge usage and everyone pays attention to Aptos. Make no mistake about it, what they've built in a very short space of time, their all-time throughput on just a 30-day basis is very good. Their theoretical throughput is fantastic, but it's still theoretical. And that's always the important thing. It's still theoretical. But across the board, this looks undervalued right now. I think Aptos is going to be one of those coins that tries to tackle the top 10. Will it crack it? I don't know. I don't know if it can do that this year. Maybe long term it can. But again, we're in a crypto space right now where there are 20,000 new coins every goddamn day. There's 16 plus million cryptos. And attention spans are smaller than ever in crypto. The new shiny thing is the new shiny thing, and people pay less attention to anything with quality because it's something new and memey or whatever. But I look at Aptos with the capability of trying to crack that top 10. To do that, it really has to go up a fair bit. I think this can be targeting, honestly, above its all-time high. Its all-time high was $19.90. There is a solid shout for this to hit $20. Honestly, I think there is a solid shout for this to hit $40. It doesn't take much for momentum to build in crypto. We have seen back in 2021 the huge momentum that Terra had. Terra smashed into the top 10 really easily in the end. And obviously before everything collapsed. Aptos looked similar in my eyes. What they've built is very good. They have grown really well. The usage is through the goddamn roof. There is a lot to like here. I think this has a legit shot of like a $40 coin. Now, obviously that's not financial advice from my perspective, but it is also going to depend on how this bull cycle plays out. This is more unusual than the bull cycles we've seen in the past. But yeah, from my perspective, even though it's a market cap of $3 billion plus, it looks undervalued. I am curious to hear what people think about this. How do you think Aptos compares to Solana, Sui, Ethereum, all of its competition? Is there a layer one that you just think is so undervalued based on its numbers? Because numbers always matter. Give me numbers in the comments. Tell me a project that has good numbers and why it's undervalued. And I always read the comments. I'll review it happily. And the channel's really close to 90,000 subscribers. I can't wait to get over that threshold. All I need to do that is for you to subscribe to the channel. It'll take you 1 second, really help, and I'd appreciate it a lot. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're sitting on cryptos you're not happy with, if you've got coins in your portfolio you don't trust, have a look at copymycrypto.com. It's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling, the price that I'm going to be buying or selling it at. My members get in and out of coins at the same price as me. They make the same profit. They have no work to do. It couldn't be more simple. If you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members made, my past successes, my members' testimonials, all of which are on the history of this channel. You can verify them all. But read through the site, watch the videos. And if you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's daily market updates or simply you just want to know the cryptos I own, the ones I think are going to be the winners of this cycle, like I predicted with so many of these. I mean, we've got Luxor that went up 42x, you got NKN 61, Engine 52, VChain 61, you got Phantom that went up 677x. If you want to find out the coins I'm in now, all you've got to do to find out is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.